Maloney.
I just want to congratulate the Speaker for, as my colleague Trevor Mallard had said earlier, for leading a unified Select Committee around the decisions that need to be made by the Officers of Parliament Select Committee. And it is my first term on that Select Committee, and it's been really interesting learning as a newer member with regards to these really important functions, Mr Speaker. So it has been unanimous within the Select Committee, and some good discussions have been had, and I think we've made some really good decisions. I think one of the best decisions made was actually the appointment of the current Chief Ombudsman. And Mr Speaker, so I have to say it is disappointing to hear Jerry Brownlee criticising the Chief Ombudsman earlier and questioning whether or not he should be making comments publicly about the legalities and role involved in his role, the legal requirements of the government departments, and how he is looking to hold them to account. Because actually, when we appoint a Chief Ombudsman who was formerly a top judge, then I think all of us would expect that he is going to be dead set on upholding the law. And that's a good thing, Mr Speaker. That's a good thing for this House. And that's a good thing for this country. So the Chief Ombudsman has been very clear with us, with the Select Committee, about what he intends to do, and we have absolute confidence in his ability to do that, and we want to ensure that the public has that confidence as well. So it is really important that we don't have members of this House undermining the Chief Ombudsman and the important role that he has to do. So he's talked about to the Select Committee the importance of ensuring that the members look at the shape of the requests that they're making. He will be attacking that backlog that is there, and we're all, I guess particularly from the opposition side of the House, very aware of that backlog, Mr Speaker. We all have Official Information Act requests that have been either denied for what we don't believe are reasonable reasons, but also have been delayed in getting back to us. Many of us waiting for months for what we think should have been given to us on time. Mr Speaker, just to explain the problem that we have and that the Chief Ombudsman is going to be attacking, we have had an increase by about 40% over the past 5 years in the workload of the Office of the Ombudsman. In 2014/15, the Office received 12,151 complaints and other contacts about the administrative conduct and decisions of government agencies. This has been acknowledged in the funding by the Select Committee of 8 additional investigating staff. While some progress has been made in the net clearance in 2014-15 of 98.5% of complaints and contacts closed in a reporting year as a proportion of total complaints and contacts received during that year, the number of aged investigations, that is the number awaiting closure for over a year, is unacceptably high, Mr Speaker. So we're looking forward to the Chief Ombudsman doing what he said he will be doing and attacking that backlog and getting this office back into shape. Mr Speaker, we have absolute confidence in the Chief Ombudsman's ability to do the job, Mr Speaker, and I think I'll leave it at that. I just hope that members of this House will get behind the Chief Ombudsman and support him to undertake the really important work that he has to do. Thank you.